We now continue with the exercise 19.1 on data handling, standard 8th. So we are done till sum number 5 in the previous video. Now we move on to sum number 6. Given below are the marks secured by 35 students in a surprise test. So they are given the marks, the complete marks is 41, 32 and so on. Taking the class interval as 0 to 10, 10 to 20 and so on, construct the frequency distribution table, find the number of students obtaining below 20 marks. Okay, so we go one by one. So we first of all make the table. So question number 6, the table would be like this. It will be class interval, that is telemark, and frequency. So these are the things what we'll be writing down. And we'll be having the first range as 0 to 10. So all the numbers between 0 to 10, 10 will not be included, will come over here. 10 to 20, so up to 19 will come here. 20 to 30 will come here. 30 to 40 will come here. And 40 to 50 will come here. Okay. There are not more than 50 marks anyway, so this will be the ones. Okay, so we'll start with the sum, and what I'll do is that I am going to speak out three numbers at a time so that it's easier. And let's see, or yeah, so we have the first one as 78, 87, 81. It's 70, okay, sorry, it was the next one. So the first one is 41, 32, 41, 32, 35, 21, 11 will come here, then 47, 42, 0, 5, 18, 25, 24, 29, 38, 30 will come on this side, so 30, 04, 14, 24, so 24 will be like this, 34, 44, 48, 33, 36, 38, 41, 48, 8, 34, 34 here, 39, 11, 13, 27, 26, 27, 26, 43 and 3. So that gives us the frequency as 5, 5, 7, 10 and 8. So it's 15, 25, 30, 35. So 35 students were there. Yes, so that's totals to 35. They asked us that find the number of students obtaining below 10 marks. So below 20 marks. Below 20 marks means this ones. So below 20 marks are 5 plus 5 10. So below 20 marks is equals to 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 students. So 10 students who are scored below 20 marks. That was the exercise 19 and we were doing the, yeah. Right, it's 5, 5, 7, 10 and 8 and the answer is 10. We move on to sum number 7. Now the sum number 7 is, the data is to be taken from the example 4, which is about the electricity bill of 40 houses. So you need to construct, so you can see the sum number 7 is combined over here. So it is going to be, you need to first draw the frequency distribution table of size 10, and then you need to draw the histogram also. So let's take the complete thing. So that's question number 7. The first thing what we are having are the electricity bill of 40 houses, and they have asked us to take the group size of 10. Now let us see which is the minimum number first. So if we see the minimum number, I can see 52 is the least number out here. Yeah, 52 is the least number out here. So that should be, we have to start with class interval, tally mark and frequency. So the class interval over here is, we start from 50, so that 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100, 100 to 110, 110 to 120, 120 to 130. I think 130 should suffice because the biggest number is 129. Yeah, I cannot see any 130s here. So you can see that how we took this particular class intervals. We took first that what was the minimum value in that particular sum. In the particular sum, the minimum value was 52. So we started with 50. And the maximum value is 129. So we ended at 130. So accordingly, we can have these particular table made in this fashion. So there are 40 numbers. We'll go one by one. The first is 78 and 87. 78 and 87. 81, 52. 81 and 52 will come here. 59, 65. 101 and 108. Then 115 and 95. 98, 65. 62, 121, 121, 128, okay, 63 will be between 60 and 70, 76 will be between 70 and 80, 84, 80 and 90, 89 again 80 and 90, 91 will be 90 and 100, 65, 60 and 70, 101, 100 and 110, 95, 90 and 100, 81, 80, 90, 87, 80, 90, 105, 100 to 110, 129 will be 120 and 130, 92 will be 90 and 100, 75 will be 70 to 80, 105, 100 and 110, 78 will be 70, 80, 72, 70, 80, 107, 100 and 110, 116, 110, 120, 127, 120, 130, 100 will be in 100, 110, 80 will be 80 and 90, 82 will be 80 and 90, 61 will be 60 and 70, 118 will be 110 and 120. So that gives me 2, 6, 5, 8, 5, 7, 3, 4. Let's total it up. This is 10, 19, 19 plus 8 is 27, 27 plus 11 is 27, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, that's, we are not missed out anything. That just tells me that we are not missed out anything. Now we'll just find out whether these answers are correct, because before we draw the histogram, it is better that I cross check. There should not be any problem later on. So we see exercise that will be given to you as 2658, 2658, 5734. Yeah, that's it. So that is the required thing. Now we move on to the next part of the question, that is draw a histogram for the frequency table made over here and answer the following question. So we'll draw the histogram now. So I told you in a histogram we have to take the scale on both the axis, x-axis as well as the y-axis. So first of all, let's draw the graph that will be like this and like this. So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is 0. This over here will be the class interval. So class interval, or yeah, we'll take it as class interval. The class interval, okay, class interval, or that is nothing but rupees. So amount in rupees, that is amount in rupees, okay. And we have it from 15. Now okay, I'll come to that thing. Now here on this side is the number of houses. So this is number of houses. Now see, the maximum is 8, so it is better I didn't take 1 2 3 4. So it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Sufficient enough, okay. Now comes this part. Now in this part you can see that if I start over here as 0, then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I will not be able to reach 130 at all, because the place will be too short and I will be wasting the initial lines over here from 0 to 50, because I don't have any value from 0 to 50. So what I'll do is I am going to draw over here a figure which will be like this. So this is like this, it is just like this, okay. So like this. This is called as a break or a clink, okay. A clink is basically the one which is going to tell you that there is a break in this line, and hence the scale is not suitable for this particular point, and we start from the next thing over here as 50. So this much part is not to scale, so we start with 50, and then we say 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Okay, that is the required thing over here. We just, so this is x-axis. So you can see now we can put on the scale x-axis 2 centimeter is equals to 10 rupees, and y-axis 2 centimeter is equals to 1 house. Okay, now let's draw the figure. So we have the first one, 50 are 2 houses between 0 to 6, so 2 houses will be coming like this. 60 to 70 is 6, so that will be 6 houses coming here. So that's 60 to 70. 70 to 80 is 5 houses, so 5 houses here, 5. 80 to 90 are 8 houses, so that goes up all the way to this point. 90 to 100 are 5 houses, so again 5 over here. 100 to 110 is 7 houses, so 7. Then it is 110 to 123, and finally 120 to 130 is 4, so 4 houses will be like this. So that's the required kind of the histogram. So the histogram is drawn in this manner, so that here even on the x-axis, see, in case of a bar graph, we had the x-axis did not have any scale, so we just wrote over there apples and banana and orange and so on. Whereas here we need a scale, because it needs to identify that each and every block over here is of the same size, that is the same width, and that width is given as 10 rupees for 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters over here, because they are 2 by 2 graph. If you are using 1 by 1 graph, you can take that way also, not a problem. So you need to see over here that that is 2 centimeters is equals to 10 rupees. So 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and so on. Whereas 2 centimeter over here is equals to given as 1 house. So 20 to 2 centimeters is one house. Okay, so this is the required histogram. They ask you certain questions now. Which group has the maximum number of houses? So which is the maximum number of houses? It is group, this is 80 to 90. The first one is group 80 to 90 maximum houses. Second one is how many houses pay less than 100. So now it is how many houses pay less than 100. That is the sum of these things. So the sum of this one, because this is up to 100. So it is nothing but 8 plus 8, 16 plus 10 is 26. So it is less than 100 is equals to 2 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 is equals to 26. Okay? Yeah. And the third one is how many houses pay 100 or more? 100 or more will be this many. So 100 or more is equals to 7 plus 3 plus 4 is equals to 14. So these are the answers for question number 7. That are the different things paid by the different houses, the electricity paid by different houses. So this is the question number 7. It's a complete question in all respects. You know, this question has got everything what is required it to be that could be asked in a histogram. They have given you to draw the telemark and the frequency table, so that is one part. They ask you to draw the histogram even with the clink, so example of a clink is also coming up over here. They also ask you questions based on this. So everything, if you learn this question properly, if you understand this question properly, then I think that most of the things which could be covered in a histogram are taken up in this particular question. So a very important question, I would say, considering that everything is covered in this particular part. So that was question number 7 about histogram. We move on further to question number 8. Okay, so we move on to question number 8. The weight of 29 patients in a hospital were recorded as follows. You need to draw the histogram for the same. So it is question number 8. They have already given the data, so I need not write the data. It's already there. I just need to draw the histogram for it. So the histogram will be this way. You have got the first the y-axis and the x-axis. So this is the x, 0 and y. On the x-axis it starts from 50, so again you will use a kink. So this is a kink, a break, and it starts from 50, but the next number is 55, so it is at a difference of 5. So 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So not required till 90, so anyway, so you can keep it till 80, so we'll keep it till 80. 80, yeah. So these will be, so scale, x-axis, 2 centimeter is equals to 5, what are those? Kg, 5 kg. And y-axis, let's see what is the frequency given to you. The maximum is 9, so better it will be 2 centimeter is equals to 1 patient. So over here we'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these are number of patients. This is weight in kg. We start with the plotting now. The plotting first one is given as 7. So it is, first one is 7. So 7 will be here. Remember, I'm drawing over here with freehand because I cannot really take a scale and do it. But in the graph paper, not a single line on the graph paper will be without scale. Each and every line will be using a proper ruler, that scale. Okay. 55 to 60 is 4. 55 to 60 is 4. That's 4 over here. 60 to 65 is again 4. 60 to 65 is again 4 out here. Okay. Next is 65 to 70 is 9. 65 to 70 is 9. So that's right from here. Uh, 70 to 75 is 2. So that's going to be 75 to 75 is 2. And finally 75 to 80 is 3. So that's 3 out here. So this is the required histogram representing the data visually. So that is how this is to be drawn. Number of patients to weight in kg of 50 to 55 is 7 and so on. So that's about question number 8. We move on to question number 9. Again, it is in a study of diabetic patients, the following data was observed. Again, the same kind. You have got observations of the age group from 0 to 80, and you have got patients up to 36. So we'll draw the histogram for this. So let's first of all take the graph. Okay. This is the x-axis. It starts from 0 itself. So yeah, we will not require a clink over there. That is, we start with 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Okay, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Here the maximum is 36. So since it is 36, we'll take, I think you have got 18 lines over here, but if you are not having 18 lines, then we can do something else. We can take up the difference of 4. Okay, otherwise I would have taken 2 to each. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 looks slightly difficult. So we'll do one thing. We'll take it as 5, 10, 15. So it will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This is y-axis. This is the age in years, and these are number of patients. So this is number of patients. You get the scale now. So scale is x-axis 2 centimeter is equals to 10 years, and y-axis 2 centimeter is equals to 5 patients. Okay, now it's going to be very, very important for you to plot these things, because they have given the things in points, that is 3. So you don't have 3 directly over here. So now let's understand it in a proper manner. Now this 0 to 5 is divided into 10 small lines. You can see over there will be 10 small lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that will be like this. So there will be 9 lines in between, and then the 10th one will be 5. So that means if I want, this will be, it is like this. I'll make it bigger. So it is 0 here, 5 here, and then there are these dark lines, and then there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. So you can see that every 2 is equal to 1 unit. So this is 1, this one is 1, this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, this one is 4. Okay. So when you are finding out that where to mark 3, 3 will be So that will be first line, second line, and third, sixth line. Sixth line from the ground, the bottom 0, x-axis, the sixth line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sixth line will be 3. So 3 will be marked like this. 3 is here. Okay, this is 3. Got it? So you have the blocks like this. See, this is how you have got the graph paper. This is the graph paper what you have got. The graph paper is having lines like this. Okay. So if you have lines like this, if you mark this as 0 and this as 5, then there will be small lines over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There will be 9 lines in between, and then this is the 10th line. So when you are when you are finding out where to plot 3, it will be, see, this 1, this is 0.5, then 1. Okay, this is 1. Then this is 2, and then this is 3. So this part is your 3. So this is what you need to measure. Similarly, if you have got 8, 8 will be what? This is 5 and this is 10. So 8 will be, so first will be 6, then 2 will be 7, and then 2 will be 8. So this is the 8th point. Got it? So we'll mark that way so that you are not having any confusion later on. So you need to see that every small line is 0.5. So 2 such small lines make 1. Okay. So first one was 3. The second one is 8. 8 means you have before 10 4 lines, or 5 के बाद में 6 lines. So 5 के बाद में 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this point over here, this over here, 6th point over here will be my given 8. So this was 3, this was 8. The next is 30. 30 is direct thing, not a problem. So we get 30 directly. The next is 36. So 40 to 50 is 36. So 36 will be 35 के बाद में second line. The small second line of the everything, because 35 and then 35.5 and then 36. So second line after 35. So if this is 35, then एक line और दूसरा line, that is 35. 36. The next one is 27. 27 will be 25 के बाद में 4 lines. So 25 is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This line over here will be given you as 27. So this was 30. This was 36. This is 27. 15 directly मिलेगा. Direct 15. And then is 6, which is also 5 के बाद just 2 points. So 5 is here, 2 points here. So it will be like this. This is 15 and this is 6. You don't need to write these numbers. I written it so that you are able to understand it, that what exactly I have measured over there or marked over there. So that is the histogram for question number 9. Okay, simple. Question number 9, the histogram was like this. Now we move on to question number 10, which is a graph already given to you. We are just answering the question. So much easier, because we need to just interpret the graph given to you. So let's interpret the graph and answer the questions one by one. The histogram showing the weekly wages in rupees of workers in the factory is given alongside. What is the frequency of class 400 to 425? So 400 to 425, you can see they are marked till 18. So the first answer for sum 9 is 400 to 425 is 18. Okay, 18 workers. The second one is, what is the class having maximum frequency? The maximum frequency is of 20, that is 452. So max frequency is 450 to 475 rupees. Third one, how many workers get more than 425 rupees? So how many workers get more than 425? So more than rupees 425 will be how much? Will be, see, so 425 ends over here, and then you can see the first one is 425 to 450 is 10. Okay, uske baad it's 20, and then it is 6. So it is 10 plus 20 plus 6. So that makes 36 workers. Is it the fourth one? How many workers get less than 475? So less than 475. So you can see over here less than 475. So less than 475 will be right from the beginning. So the first is 6. Then it is 18. Then it is 10. And 475 wala, last wala is 20. So this is 30, 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. 54 workers. The last question. Number of workers whose wages, weekly wages are more than or equal to 400 but less than 450. So more than or equal to rupees 400 but less than rupees 450 is equals to, see, 400 to 425 is 18, 425 to 450 is 10, that's it, 28 workers. So that's the answer. You can see this is the thing now. Yeah, they are not asked us to make any table, so this answers itself are the final thing. So the questions they are given you, let's see, check up the answers. The answers what they are given for some number, yeah, it is going to be 18 is the first answer, yes. 475 to 500, 475 to 500, one sec. No, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, it's a minimum class, okay, sorry. It's minimum. I wrote it as maximum. So minimum over here. I read it wrongly. It is minimum frequency. So minimum frequency will is 475 to 500. That's the minimum frequency. Yeah, minimum frequency is 475 to 500. Then it is 34. Again 34. Why? Getting more than 425, it's 10 plus 20, oh, sorry, this is not 6, it is 4. They have marked this as 4, I could not read that, so it is 4, it's 34. The last of the complete thing, the last one is 4, I thought it is same as 6, but it is actually 4, so that's the difference. And then they asked you the next question. So that was 54, yeah, correct, and next is 28, that's correct. So that was chapter number 8, the sum number 10. Now we move on to sum number 11, the last question of this exercise. So again it is based on the figure given to you. So the number of hours for which students of the particular class watch television during holiday is shown in the histogram alongside. You need to say how many hours did the maximum number of students watch TV. So maximum number of students watch TV. So now hours are at the bottom. So it is between 4 to 5 hours is 32. So then it is 4 to 5 hours, 32 students. That's the maximum. For how many hours? Right, it is 4 to 5 hours. How many students watch for less than 4 hours? So less than 4 hours. So that will be right from the first one. That is going to be 4 plus 8 plus 22. So that is going to be 34 students. So 34 students saw less than 4 hours. How many students spend more than 5 hours? So more than 5 hours, that will be more than 5 hours, will be 8 plus 6. So 8 plus 6 is 14 students. And lastly is how many students spend more than 2 hours but less than 4 hours. So more than 2 but less than 4 is equals to, more than 2 is 2 to 3. So 8 will be there. Plus 3 to 4 is 22 will be there. Yeah, that's it. So it will be 30 students. Let's check up the answers. So the last one, it is going to be, the answers will be given as 4 to 5, yeah, 34, yes, 14 and 30. That was the end of the first exercise, 19.1. We move to the next part in the next video.